Do you ever get those days where you're just sitting there, you wake up from your bed or you're sitting on your desk at your workplace, wherever, and you just feel stuck, you feel dirty, you feel slow, you feel sluggish, you feel like not bothering, you feel like just letting the day almost like fast travel in video games, and you don't want to bother with doing anything. You feel stuck and you just kind of are stuck in this box. You ever get those days where you don't feel like doing anything? Good, because we all get those days. And right now I'm going to give you something that will literally delete those days from existence. But there's a caveat. You must first understand something called the risk to reward kind of ratio. Imagine if I told you you had to do something, right? And it would take you 30 minutes, but it would give you 10 hours back. Would you be smart enough to understand that, yeah, okay, 30 minutes and I'll get 10 hours back with a net profit of 9 hours and 30 minutes? Obviously, if you have less than half of a brain cell of a donkey, you would understand, yes, this is absolutely worth it. And this quick fix to that whole day of defeat will absolutely give you that. But you must understand that this comes from a position of discipline, not motivation. It is easy for anyone in the world to rely purely on motivation. It's purely easy for me to make videos when I'm motivated. It is easy for the warrior to pick up his sword and slash when he's motivated. But the true great test of all warriors, of all entrepreneurs, of everyone in this world that has been given to us by the universe is who can actually perform when they're not motivated. So understand that if you are not motivated, that is where you should shine. If you're motivated and you're working, good job. So can every donkey across the yard. But if you're not motivated and you can still work, now we're actually getting somewhere. It is only impressive when you don't want to do it, but you do it anyway. So this little quick fix, it will take you a couple of minutes, which is 30 to 45 minutes, but it will save you the entire day of low energy. Trust me when I say that this is so worth it. And I know before I tell you what it is, you're just gonna think, oh man, I couldn't be bothered to do that. Yeah, it's gonna take you 30 to 45 minutes and it's gonna be a bit annoying and you're gonna not want to move, whatever. But it will save you the whole day. And these small decisions that you're going to take are the ones that will either lead to your success or your downfall. Lead to your success or your downfall, not the motivation highs when you want to work those 12-hour work days. I'm giving you tools and weapons to break through this rut. And here is what you need to do. First of all, your little spot that you're sitting in, let's say it's your desk, right? Let's say I'm sitting over here and I'm just scrolling mindlessly on Reels, scrolling and scrolling and scrolling and scrolling. And I kind of just don't want to move, I don't want to work, I don't want to make a video, I don't want to bother, or maybe I'm in bed, wherever it is, right? I don't want to do X, Y, Z, whatever it is. First step, step one, move out of the location. Look, just come out. I know there's friction, you fucking weakling. Alexander the Great at 19 was conquering nations and you can't get out of bed. I know there's friction, but you need to understand that you need to just command your body to move. Just grab it and move, just literally move. Grab, like, just force your body to wake. Don't even think about it. Grab, move. You don't even know where you're going to move, you're just going to move. Get up off of your workplace and move. Go somewhere else, for fuck's sake. Stop being that little cretin goblin not moving an inch. So that's your step one. You grab your body and then you move. And then what is step two? Well, we've broken the code, we've broken the little programming that's just telling us don't move, don't move, don't move. First of all, that's the first correct step we took. We told our brain no to the first step of comfort. Comfort was eradicated from our mind. Next, you go to your kitchen, right? You go to your kitchen or wherever it is, and you pour yourself a cup of pure black coffee. Now, if you like black coffee, cool. If you don't, good. You're not meant to like it. You're meant to taste it, and you're meant to get like almost this pang, this attack. Every morning I have this. This is death coffee, black coffee. I'll talk about death coffee in a second. Fuck off emails. But this is literally death coffee. Every morning I have a cup of it poured, right? You do that. You literally grab yourself, you wake up, whatever time it is, right? Even if it's late at night, you grab yourself a cup of pure black coffee and you make it no water, no sugar, nothing else, just the coffee beans, and that's it. And then you down it. You down the shit out of it. And this is almost like nature's pre-workout. It's almost like nature's pre-workout. All this bullshit 700 ingredient pre-workouts that you put in your fucking gym creatine Gatorade bottle, that destroys you from the inside out. Yeah, you get itchy, the beta alanine. Trust me, I know. I've been through all of it, right? But that's bullshit. You drink real, manly, just black coffee. That's step two. So now you've activated some of the receptors and now your body is primed. It's like, okay, we're getting somewhere, we're moving. Next, what do? We shock ourselves. This is a protocol that will take literally just 30 minutes out of your day, and then you're literally primed, fully coded, fully wired to perform like a machine. Next, you grab yourself and you send yourself to a cold shower. You give yourself a cold shock. And you're not doing this to clean yourself because you're going to do something dirty after this, but you're not doing this to clean yourself. You do this, you enter the cold shower and you want that shocking effect. Right after you drink that hot coffee, you've just basically heated your insides, right? With that hot coffee, and you've caffeinated yourself. You step into that shower, cold, freezing, and you want that shock effect. You don't want it to just clean yourself. You don't want to stay in there for long. You want something that's just gonna like that give you that shock effect. That gives you a spike, a very, very powerful spike of healthy dopamine that we will use down the line. So allow that shock to just shock the shit out of you and keep that dopamine. Next step is we are going to go on an outdoor run. 10 minutes, 15 minutes, but you will go sprinting. You will go sprinting because that is what the protocol calls for. Not any of this walking bullshit. You want to keep it at a high. You want to keep your levels at a high. You want to keep your heartbeat high. You want to keep everything high because we're just removing the sluggish code out of your mind. We're almost giving your body like a quick reset, right? A factory reset. You remove that shit and then you go on a run, literally sprints for 10 15 minutes. You go and sprint and sprint and sprint and you keep your heartbeat high. Do you realize what we're doing to our body right now? We just grabbed your body that was in such a comfort zone and we put it into the battlefield. We literally burned the insides and we caffeinated the shit out of it. We threw some cold exposure and now we're throwing it into the heat of battle, which is exercise. The warrior who's undisciplined and unmotivated and doesn't want to pick up his sword, once he sees that the sword is unsheathed and he sees the blood of his fallen foes, oh, he is ready to kill and to dominate. And that's what I'm going to do for you. Men just need to understand that once you're in the zone stays there. You need to pick up momentum. That's why the first step, which is getting out of your location, was the most important. I just grabbed you, removed you from your location, and now you're running outside there in the wild. How powerful is that? And all of this, you're just 20 minutes in, right? Moved out to bed, coffee, cold shower, and now you're on a run. How insane is that? Only within 20 minutes and your productivity has 5x from where you started. Okay, you're on the run. Then you come back home. Think we're done? Absolutely not. Cold exposure once again to keep that dopamine spike high, to keep those neurons, those neurons activated in your brain, right? You freeze, literally, you just get that cold shock, that cold exposure once again. And then after that, you finally clean yourself and you return to your workspace. Do this experiment and I guarantee on everything that I know, that productivity level that you felt while just sitting there being a rotten coon, when you come back and you sit on your desk, there will be nothing like what you felt before. Compare person A who was just rotting and then person B who has this magnificent power, this just primed code in his mind, this like almost Super Saiyan ready for productivity, ready for work. You almost have this jittery feeling of let me get to work, right? And that is what it feels like to be primed, to almost be like factory reset, to be coded, to ready to absolutely dominate. You just fixed yourself psychologically and physiologically. Psychologically, through all of the mental stuff we just did, the quick reset, right, the dopamine stuff, and physiologically through that run, through that heartbeat, through all of these spikes. How powerful is that? I guarantee you come back, and I've used this when I was building my channel. You come back home and you are ready. You have new ideas, you have fresh ideas. Just move your body, move your soul. You will have fresh ideas. You will have, a fresh desire and drive to work. Now, I mentioned I was going to talk about death coffee, the death coffee recipe. The death coffee recipe is a recipe exclusively given to the members I have within Blackthorn. And what it does is it's like black coffee, but on steroids. It boosts testosterone synthesis. You mix like a couple of ingredients within there. So it's the perfect kind of thing to start your day with and even to have it at any time. Death coffee, well, that's the name. Death coffee. You just become this machine that just wants to perform testosterone-wise, caffeine-wise, everything-wise. It's like death. Right? And on November 3rd of 2024, the family at Blackthorn receives everything that I coded into my mind to build this empire, to build everything I have. All of the high quality things that I've ever made have been created using this code. And let me give you a little teaser for what this productivity machine is. You basically produce infinite work. Here's a little teaser of neuromachinery. So join the family right now. Join Blackthorn if you think you deserve it and you can survive the rigorous boot camp, the protocol that I have set upon our people. Wish not for a lighter load, but for a stronger back.